everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to build a digital marketing agency chatbot from scratch. The tools which we are going to use for this chatbot are going to be Voiceflow for building the chatbot, Calendly for booking meeting links, and the last Make for the workflow. We are going to integrate our chatbot with Google Sheets. We are going to get all the data which the users will enter on a chatbot to store into Google Sheets by using Make. If you don't know Voiceflow, it is an AI powered chatbot building platform which is industry grade. A lot of AI automation agencies use this platform to build their chatbots for customers. So let's dive right into the video. Go to Voiceflow and create an account. If you already have an account, please sign in. If you don't, you have to click on get started. I am going to click on sign in. After you sign up, you will be taken to such a page. You have to click on new agent to create a new chatbot. Let's give the name of the chatbot as digital marketing agency chatbot. We will give modality as chat and language English. Continue. Create agent. Now on the home page, so as you can see, they give a default chatbot for you, but we don't want it. We are going to start from scratch, so we will delete all the nodes. So now that we have cleared all of the nodes, we are going to start from scratch. Let's start by adding a welcome message. We will say, welcome to Pawan Patil's digital marketing agency. How may I help you? And we will give 3 buttons for the users to click. These will be the 3 of our services which we will provide to our users. The 3 buttons will be social media marketing, email marketing, and SEO. So these are the 3 services which we will provide to the users. So let's create the buttons. So now that we have created our 3 buttons, it is necessary to add an intent to each and every button. So if users don't want to click on the buttons and just want to type a message what they want, they should be able to redirect them to our services. So for social media marketing, we are going to add an intent. Click on attach intent. Create a new intent. We will give a name to the intent. And we will create a sample phrase. Let's say the user may type, I want your social media marketing services for my business. So let's type it in. So now let's generate 10 sample phrases which our chatbot will use to generate its intent. So yeah, as you can see, it has generated 10 sample phrases and we can click on create intent. Similarly, we are going to add intents to our other 2 buttons. So let's do it quickly. So now we have all the 3 intents for 3 of our buttons. So let's connect it to a start. Now we are going to give 3 different components for each of these buttons. So let's create a first component. for our social media marketing. Let's create a component, name it social media marketing. Create a component. Now, if users click on social media marketing button, the chatbot will take it to our social media marketing component. In this component, we will ask the users which social media platform would they like to market their services. So let's create text field. Okay. We will be giving two buttons. One is Instagram marketing and the second is Facebook marketing. First button Instagram, second will be Facebook. We will attach an intent to both of these buttons. Now the two intents for our buttons is created. Now when users will click on either Instagram or Facebook, it will store what user has clicked. So let's create a set variable. We are storing what users click because we are going to, at the end, we are going to store all the data which a user clicks into a Google Sheet, which we will be using as a lead generator. So let's click on set variable, click on the plus sign. We are going to create a variable known as social media, where we are going to store either Instagram or Facebook, whichever the user clicks. Create a variable, let's name it social media. Create, and if the user clicks Instagram, Instagram will be stored in social media. Similarly, we will set the variable for Facebook into social media. So now we have set a social media variable. Now we will add a text field which will improve the user's overall experience. Let's add a text field. Here, once user clicks on either Instagram or Facebook, we will type in sure we provide the best marketing services on the social media which the users will click for your business. We will connect the both of these nodes to this node. Now from here we are going to create a new component for gathering the information of our users. This is one crucial step in our chatbot, as this step will give us leads or set meetings with our customers. So let's do it. From here we are going to make a new component. Let's name it component info gathering. So in this component we are going to reuse it in the two other steps for email marketing as well as SEO. So let's ask the user for his or her name, his or her email, and the business they are into. So let's do it. Here the entered name we will be storing into a variable. We will be creating a new variable and we will be naming it name. So now whatever the user will type, it will be stored in a variable known as name. Next we will ask the user's email. We will capture the email as well. We will be storing into a new variable known as email. After the email, we will take the user's business name or its website link. We will be storing it into a variable as well. Let's name it user business. Create a variable. So now from here, this is a crucial step. We will be asking the users if they want to set a meeting with us. If they click on yes, then we are going to integrate Calendly into our chatbot. If they say no, then the data which the user has inputted, we will be storing it into a Google Sheet by using make workflows. This Google Sheet will be helpful for the agency to contact them again after a while. So let's create a text box and ask them if they want to book a discovery call. Would you like to? Okay. We are going to give two buttons, a yes or maybe later. Let's name the first button yes and second one maybe later. If they click yes, then we are going to take the user to Calendly. If they say no, then our make workflow will start. Now let's first complete our maybe later section. Here we will be making an API call to make.com. Here we are going to make a post request and the URL which we will be using is from make. So let's go to make.com. Here this is the front page of make. I am going to click on login. If you don't have an account, please sign up. After signing up, you will be taken to such a page. Click on create a new scenario. So you will be taken to a new scenario. Here you will add a webhook. We will add a custom webhook. Create a webhook. Now it will generate a link. We have to copy the address to clipboard and paste it in the request URL section of our post request. And we are going to give it a body. The body will be whatever the user has inputted till now, which will be name, email, the user business, as well as the social media which they want their business to be marketed. So let's do that. Click on the body tag, enter a key. First will be user name and the value will be name. Let's add a new body. Give it user email. For a variable, give curly brackets, type in email. Next we will be giving user business. Give it a value user business. And finally the last info will be the social media. User social media. Store in social media. Now let's test it. We have to first run it once. Click on run once. The module is not set up. Okay, so now let's click on run once. So now it is running. Let's test it. We will send a request, enter a name. Let's give it Pawan Patil. An email, random email. Enter business. Let's say I run AI automation agency. And the social media, let's say we want to market our business on Instagram. Let's click generate. So now as you can see, the status code is 200. That means our connection with Make is successful. Here you can see, on clicking the search icon here, you see username, user email, business and social media is correctly inputted into our Make. So now we have to connect this with our Google Sheets, where we are going to store our data. So let's click on the plus, add another module, click on Google Sheets, click on add a row, as we want rows to be added each time a new information comes to Make. Now I am going to go to my Google Sheet and create a blank new sheet. Let's go to Google Sheets. So I have created a new Google Sheet which has the 4 columns: client name, client email, client business and the client need, which will be the social media or email marketing, whichever the client wants. So we are going to store our data which user has inputted into this Google Sheet. So let's do it. Let's save it. I have given the name as digital marketing workflow. So let's go to spreadsheet ID, click here to choose a file. Here our name is digital marketing workflow. We are going to just select it. The sheet name is sheet 1. As you can see, you see these 4 columns which we had on our Google Sheet. Here we are going to give our variables. The first variable is client name, which we had stored in username. So let's click on it. User email is stored in user email. Client business is stored in user business. And finally client need is user social media. So now click on OK. Now our workflow is completed. Now let's test it. Click on run once. Let's go to our chatbot and send a request. So let's give a name Pawan Patil, email, user business and social media. Click on generate. So now let's see if the data has come into our sheet. So yes, as you can see, the data, client name, client email, client business and client need has been inputted into a Google Sheet successfully. This we can use later to again contact the user if they need our services. So this is like generating leads for our agency. Pretty nice, isn't it? So this is when users don't want to book a free discovery call with you. But now if the user wants to book a free discovery call, then we will integrate. Calendly into our chatbot where they can book a discovery call. So if they click on yes, then we will first add a text. After this text, we are going to add Calendly. So there are a few steps to integrate Calendly into our chatbot. Firstly, we are going to set a URL for Calendly. Let's create a new variable, name it as URL. Let's name it Calendly URL. Create variable, and we are going to now set a URL. Now I am going to add my Calendly link here. You have to create your Calendly account if you don't have. Let's do it. Go to Calendly. I already have my account. Click on it. So I'm going to make a free discovery call link. So copy the link and paste it here like so. You have to get your Calendly link. As this, I'm going to delete it after this video. Connected. Now the next step is to integrate our Calendly front end to our chatbot. So for this, we are going to create a text field. Here I'm going to add HTML. If you don't know about HTML, you can copy it directly with what I am going to type it here. So I have typed a HTML script for inputting the front end of Calendly into our chatbot. So you can copy this as it is, and let's test it now. Let's click on run. It is necessary to train our agent first. Click on train agent. So after the training is completed, click on run test. Here we will enter a name, let's say Pawan, email, the next is website, I run AI, let's say that. Now it has asked two questions, yes or maybe later. We are going to click yes to check if our Calendly integration is working. Amazing. Please choose a suitable slot, and here it is showing amazing. It has taken us to my Calendly page. Here we can book a free discovery call. You can select date as you want, time, and finally schedule your event. So as you can see, our Calendly integration is also working. Now unfortunately we don't know if the user has booked a meeting or not. So we have to ask the user if you are done with booking a meeting or no. So let's create a text box. Ask the user, are you done? Give two buttons. Yes, and the second button will be no. And after that, if the user clicks yes, then we will be saying thank you, your meeting has been set. And we can simply end our conversation from here as the meeting has been set. Go to logic, pick up end, and simply attach it. So now as you can see, our info gathering section is completely created. Now we will be reusing it for our SEO as well as email marketing. So now our social media marketing section is completed. Let's test it before we move on. Let's run our make workflow once more. Click on run to test our chatbot. Now let's check if our intent is working properly. Let's ask, I want social So perfect, it is taking us to our social media component. So our intent is working properly. So it is giving us two buttons. Let's click on Instagram for now. On clicking Instagram, amazing, it is taking us to our info gathering. Sure, we provide the best marketing services on Instagram for your business. Please enter your name. Give it a name, our email, and the business we run. Now let's say you don't want to book a call right now. So let's click on maybe later. And done. Our info gathering is completed. Now let's check our Google Sheets if the information has come into our Google Sheets. Amazing. The client name, email, client business, and client need has been inputted into our Google Sheets. That means our make workflow is working properly. Now we can move towards our SEO component. Let's create our new SEO component. New component, SEO. So in this component, we are going to give two services. First is SEO for your website and second is SEO for your YouTube channel. So these are the two services which we will provide. Let's give a text field. Let's ask for which purpose do you want our SEO for? Let's give two buttons. First button will be business website and second button will be YouTube channel. The YouTube channel also needs to be SEO optimized. We are going to add intents to each of these two buttons. Give a name, business website. This is a sample phrase. We will generate 10 similar phrases. Now create intent. Similarly, we will be doing the same for our YouTube channel. Let's generate 10 sample phrases. Create intent. So our two buttons are created. Now we will be storing these two buttons into our variable which we had created known as social media, as we will be storing it into our Google Sheets. Let's select social media, give it SEO for business website. Similarly, for YouTube channel, SEO for YouTube channel. Now that we have set our variables, we are going to redirect our users to our info gathering page, where we can set a meeting or we can generate leads from the users. So let's connect it to our info gathering component. This as well. Amazing. We have, in just a short period of time, we have completed our SEO component as well. Let's test it. Go to home, click on run, see if it is trained, which it is not. So let's train it. Now that training is completed, click on run test. Now let's click on SEO. It is giving us two options. Let's say that our YouTube channel needs to be search engine optimized. So let's click on it. Perfect. It is taking us to our info gathering. Here we will input our name, our email, business. I have a YouTube channel which needs to be SEO optimized. Let's say we want to book a free call with our team. So let's click on yes. Amazing. Please choose a suitable slot. And here it will take us to our Calendly integration. Here we can choose any date or time we want and schedule our meeting. If you are done, click on yes. And thank you, your meeting has been set. So perfect, our SEO is also completed. So similarly, we have to make our email component as well. Let's get a new component saying email, create a component. Here we are going to do the same exact steps which we did for social media as well as SEO. So I am skipping it as I have taught you the main purpose of this video, which is how to integrate make.com with your chatbot as well as how to integrate your Calendly and create components. And I have taught you how to make such a lead generating chatbot which can also book meetings for you. So I won't be wasting your time in doing the same steps for the email marketing section as well. So you can do it on your own now. We also have to publish our make.com workflow to run forever. So let's click on scheduling, which is on, and now exit the workflow, save changes. Now as you can see, our webhook is on. So whenever a user inputs his details, it will be stored in our Google Sheet automatically. So now it's time to test it one final time. So let's do it. Click on run test. Let's say social media marketing. We want to market our product on Facebook. Now it will ask for your details. Finally, you can book a call. For now, I'm going to click on maybe later. Amazing. Let's check if our make workflow has been successful. Amazing. As you can see, our client need is Facebook. We run AI automation agency and client email as well as name. So our make workflow is working perfectly. Also our Calendly integration is working as we wanted. So we have completed our chatbot. You can complete the email marketing component on your own as it is just so straightforward. We have completed our chatbot building. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you found it helpful, please consider liking the video, share it. Also, if you want me to create similar chatbots for your business or your purposes, you can book a free discovery call. The link of it is in the description. So I will meet you in the next video with another similar automation. Till then, bye.